What is going on? Howdy, gamers. Howdy, y'all gamers. Coming from. All right. So, I am Fastback 6768. I must have muted myself. No, I know not what I'm doing. And nobody's here to tell me if they can hear me. So, anyways, this is Fastback 6768, co-host of Next Level Gaming Podcast on Twitch every Thursday, 9:30 Eastern. But not this Thursday, because it is 4th of July. And my co-host brothers are Mike Mullis, a.k.a. Stinger, and Mr. Peter, a.k.a. HTK. We are not having a podcast Thursday due to holidays. So, but figured I haven't done a Fastback Outlook since before E3. And so it's been a few weeks. And since then, I'm still excited about gaming. E3 did not disappoint me. I did not get everything that I thought maybe could happen or hoped. But if you've been around the gaming community for a while and you've watched a few E3s, you never get everything you want. You never get anything you hope. But I did see a lot that I think that there are many people can be happy about. There's a plethora of games of all genres, no matter which platform you choose to play on, or if you're fortunate enough, you can afford to have more than one platform. So when I talk about platform, I'm talking about Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch or PC. Of course, nowadays we are mobile has become more of a thing for gaming. Normally, before it was always just regular little phone games that really never, if you're a hardcore gamer, those games don't interest you. They're not your typical games that you would find on your console or PC, maybe on Facebook and stuff like that, but no. But the gaming environment is changing a lot. If you're an old school gamer that's gone way back, like myself, I played since Pong. That was about when I was about second grade or so. I've seen, and of course I've played in arcades in the mall or, movie theaters or convenience stores, and, I've been there when Street Fighter came out in arcade. I was there when Mortal Kombat came out. And of course, when gaming came to your home in an Atari form, I had Atari 2600, Nintendo, NES, Super NES, and so on. I didn't really get into the Segas. But anyways, but I've been a gamer ever since. I've seen a lot of changes. And And that's one of the remaining reasons why I'm making this quick outlook and let gamers know, be calm, just game. WGSC stands for, excuse my French, hopefully don't offend anybody, but who the fuck cares? Just game. And when I say that, I don't mean any disrespect or trying to be disingenuous to people's their opinions on what they want from gaming. You know, we've all seen a lot of studios come and go. We've seen console game companies like Sega come and go. We've seen others try to come in and compete with the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, and they're just going to get in on it. And now we got Google Stadia. So we'll see where that's going. And, you know, I've seen a little bit of what they have, but as of right now, I'm not interested. That's not the way, as of right now, that's not how I game. I'm more of a console gamer. So, and if you look at, and one big reason why I say be calm, just game, is that I see after every E3, every year, when gamers don't get what they want or what they expected, especially after E3, these past couple of years, especially since 2013, it's gotten to the point where it's doom and gloom for some people. And I get it for some of the people in the hardcore community. You know, it's a tough crowd to please when some of us, we played some very good games throughout the years, and when your platform of choice or some of the studios out there, your favorites, don't continuously bring out big games, quality games, or so on, you know, then, you know, sometimes people can get a little, what's up, Siberia, brother? Sometimes people can get a little disappointed. But at the same time, those opinions that those hardcore gamers have that is their opinions. That is subjective. We all have different tastes in games. Some of us like single player games, some of us like multiplayer games, some of us like indie games, some of us only like RPGs, Western RPGs, or some of us only like JRPGs. And I feel that the hardcore community, some, not all, are in their own bubble. And when they cannot get what they want in their bubble, then everything sucks. And it seems like they overlook what's in front of them, which are games. And as long as I've been gaming, there have always been games to play. 8-bit Siberia, you might as well just be playing on the NES. But shout out to my brother Siberia, my Sea of Thieves brother, my tall tail guide, the legendary pirate. Where was that? At 7:04. Sorry. It's a third. If you listen to this for the first time, or you listen to it later, this is something new to me. This is, I think, maybe my third time. I try to keep these at 30-minute. Of course, the one that I did right before E3 lasted for about an hour, so I was excited for E3. And like I said earlier, afterwards, I was not disappointed. I don't expect the world, but what I do expect is games. And from what I saw a lot of games that I liked from Xbox, from Bethesda, Ubisoft. I'm not disappointed. There's some indie games there. There's other games there that look pretty good. Yeah, I know you did, Siberia. Because you're a lot like me, Siberia. You game, you enjoy gaming. And you don't expect every game to be this super realistic, novel type story. It's got to have the best voice acting and mocap, and there are games that do that, and that's what they do best. Certain studios and platforms. And right now, Sony, that's what they do best. And they're great games. Yeah, I plan on playing, I'm jumping on tomorrow. That's my goal. I guess still got to go in early tomorrow, but then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I will be getting some gaming in this holiday. Real quick, give a quick shout out to Dirty J. Happy birthday, brother. I wish you the best for today. I hope you get some dirty presents. What's up? My brother Mike. This ain't no rant. I don't rant. This is an outlook in gaming that we love. And I don't see a problem. So be calm, Mike. Be calm. Yeah, Dirty J's birthday. You don't want to know what he's doing. It's not clean enough to know. So real quick, Mike and Siberia, where y'all gaming right now? I know I've been real busy, so I really haven't been gaming a lot. But since my last Fastback Outlook, and I did share this on last week on Thursday on our podcast, I acquired a PlayStation Pro, PS4 Pro, which I've been wanting to. I had a PS4 Slim a couple years ago, and I ended up having to sell it for reasons, but I'm in a better position now where I can afford gaming. And so I have a 4K TV, I have an Xbox One X, and I felt like there are games on the PlayStation that I want to enjoy, but I want to do it in 4K. So I figured, let me get a PS4 Pro. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care if it's 4K native or whatever, I don't care. I think a lot of these games look good. They do look great on the X, of course. That is the best place to play a lot of your multi-plats. But in the end, there's nothing wrong with playing games on the Pro. Games do look good on there. I'm one of those, maybe because my eyes suck, I got bad vision, but I don't get caught up in the whole, frame rates and, 4K, 1440, it's not really 2160, blah, blah, blah. I don't get caught up in that. To me, that's not gaming. It's like Siberia said, he goes, I'm an 8-bit gamer. And so am I. I'm an 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. There are many games going way back. And like Mike, who went to Too Many Games convention in Philly, and he noticed a lot of young people are interested in retro gaming. And then sometimes if you pay attention to only a certain group in the hardcore gaming, to them, gaming sucks if we're not getting big budget AAA games all the time, every month, every year. What's up, Chief? Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to my Fastback Outlook. Don't ask me when this happens. It just happens anytime there's no schedule. But like I said, too many people in the gaming community, and I've been seeing it lately, get too caught up. I put a message up and I said, people get too caught up in worrying about which system is more powerful. Worrying about how, the messaging from, the big three, who has better marketing. If Xbox doesn't have a message similar like Sony's or Nintendo's, and what's wrong with Xbox and so on, or, whatever, or PlayStation is not for, they're not for multiplayer gamers, they're not for crossplay, blah, blah, blah. And Nintendo Online sucks, which it does somewhat. But people that are always like that, always doom and gloom, always looking for negativity, because they're not getting the game that they want. And there's a difference. If someone says Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, they don't bring the games, the quality games or the big AAA games. They're not bringing certain games to gamers. I hear that a lot. A lot of these people, they're generalizing it. They're making it sound like that the whole community of gamers are disappointed and are not happy with what they're getting from said platform. And they forget to say that I'm not getting certain games that I want. What's up, Chief? Yoga and Fastback? Yoga. Ain't no yoga going on over here. Maybe some Yoda. Gamer I am. But of course, green is my favorite color, so maybe I'm a old fart Yoda, Xbox Yoda. Anyways, like I was saying, people keep saying Xbox has no games. Sony, the only games they have are cinematic, story driven, blah blah. And Nintendo only has kiddie games, no games for adults. And a lot of these people only do this to drum up noise on Twitter, to get attention for their YouTube channel, clickbait, or get attention on the article. Peaceful, loving, common sense articles, YouTube, they don't get attention. There's a lot of good guys in the community that all they're doing is gaming. If they post something positive, they might get a couple likes, a couple retweets, if that. But if they post something that's controversial, they troll, they get all kinds of attention. There's certain podcasts at YouTube that are TMZ, I call them TMZ, and they get tons of views. That's just how it is nowadays. And I feel like, I kind of had it in my first outlook, is that the gaming culture needs to start. I think it has changed. It has started to turn in the right direction. I see Xbox moving in the right direction. Sony, I think it's moving in the right direction. Sony, they turned, and of course, Switch. Switch has been very good. What's up, Mac Gaval? Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the original Next Level Gaming YouTube channel. I am Fastback 6768, co-host of the Next Level Gaming podcast on Twitch. We do have a couple co-hosts that we do this every Thursday, but this is just for fun. This is like kind of like a 30-minute kind of outlook and so on. Mr. Coop. That's right. I'm slow up front. You're looking at my Mustang from the rear end, from your slow Camaro. Slow Camaro, that's it. Slow Camaro. Anyways, so my whole point of all this, what I'm trying to say, is that there's nothing wrong with gaming. We do the show every Thursday at 9:30 Eastern on Twitch. So if you go in there and you put NOG underscore, OG underscore NOG, you'll find it on Twitch. So yeah, I mean, I'm not doing this to make any money. NOG is not about making money. There's no super chats. We're just gamers. We're old school gamers. My co-host buddy, Stinger. Right now he's in the chat. Right now he's typing. We both share the channel, so he's an old school gamer like myself. He used to be a writer for a Sega magazine. He used to review games on Sega. So, he's a gamer. He just wants a game. And we got Peter, who's a gamer just like me, old school. We all have a little bit of different background and the gaming that we came from. And, and we're able to all come together and enjoy that together. And, we may have a little bit of different opinions sometimes, but I think we keep it positive. We keep it common sense. We're a small channel. And we're happy with, and you can see a couple people here like Siberia and Chief, Coop. We enjoy gaming together. They all come in and chat, and I'm happy with positive, 5 or 6 people that always jump in our chats, and I'm fine with that. So is Mike and Peter. So we'll just keep plugging away and having fun until we get too old for this shit. Yeah, Lindsey Sterling playing in the background. Uh, Games are for kids. Yeah, I'm a kid at heart. Uh, but yeah, yeah, it just sucks a little bit seeing that negativity gets more attention in the gaming community. Positive guys, there's positive podcasts out there, like Four Guys Recorders. You got Multiverse. You got PTK Blam on Saturdays. You have Dazcast, Retro Renegades, Iron Lords, and you got Polycast, Polykill. You got Short Pause Gaming. Hopefully they make a little bit of return. We're waiting for Buddy Frankie. We have the logo that we have. Part of that's from Jay. He does a lot of avatars and logos for people, and he has a little podcast called Godcast on YouTube. So, these guys are gamers. They love gaming. They like to show off retro gaming, and they just have fun. But a few more minutes here. But really, let me finish this up and just say that I don't see a problem in gaming. Yes, there are issues that happen, mistakes that happen throughout the years. Both Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony will have their ups and downs. You're going to have slow months. You're going to have some slow years. It is what it is. We are moving into next gen somewhat. I feel, me and Mike, we talked about it. I mean, we feel that it's more of a, Retro Renegade design? Shit. All right, I'll be off here in about 5 minutes. And anyways, we feel that the next gen is more of an iteration, kind of like when we jumped into the X and the PS4 Pro. So, the next consoles are definitely going to be more powerful than the X and the Pro, but, it's going to be fun. If you look at this year, the reason why I say there's nothing wrong, there's a game for everybody. Indie, AAA. I don't see an issue. And then, like I said, people overlook what's in front of them. And what's in front of them, there are games now. Games that have been out. I still see people having fun playing, trying to catch up on Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There's people who can't even finish Witcher 3. We have games in our backlog. We'll probably never finish. That's the biggest issue, is finding the time and sometimes the money for some of us to game. Yeah, exactly. It's Siberia. People are worried about where gaming is going. We've seen that in the past. Gaming went to, gaming went to online, right? And we lost a big console maker, Sega, and we have big fans like Mike, who were like, wait a minute, that was my platform of choice. I enjoy those games. What am I going to do? I think Xbox kind of stepped in and kind of filled that role, and they did a great job in the beginning. People have to understand that what Xbox was when they first started out is not the same with who they are now. Of course, a big part of that is personnel. You got different people running it now, different people making decisions. what Xbox was to Microsoft back then is not what they are to Microsoft now. Xbox back then was kind of like a project, so it's, let's mess with the, let's prove to Sony that Sony thinks that they can get into the PC, well, we'll show them we can get into gaming, kind of like what happened in a way, but offering Steam refunds now, okay, cool, yeah, that's good to see, especially when they're exclusive to Epic, right? So, like I was saying, that when you look back, what's Sony's probably been the most consistent game publisher, developer, whatever, out of all the three. Their systems have all been pretty consistent. Basic. Their thing is basically, here's a console game. Here's some where we were making some big games, and just game. Nintendo has some of the greatest characters. Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and you're not going to get those anywhere else. If you want to play those, you got to play on Nintendo. So exclusives do matter, but I don't think exclusives are the most important thing to some gamers, but not, as far as gaming in general, it's not the most important thing because, you have a choice. Anyways, like I said, we're going to be fine. Xbox is going to be fine. Xbox has put themselves in a better position to where they made their mistake and they're going into their third gen. Sony made their mistake going into their third gen. They turned things around and they're the better for it. I mean, Sony's in a very great position. They got some strong studios. They've had some great games that have come out this gen, and they're looking good going to next gen. You got to get a good console, PS5. Hopefully everything works out well. And that their studios are going to bring out some great content. And we're already, we're going to start a new IP, Death Stranding. We had Days Gone, which has been pretty good for a lot of people, and I still want to play that. And then, Last of Us 2 sometime early next year, and who knows, Ghost of Tsushima. I can see Ghost of Tsushima coming out either right before E3 or, coming out early, maybe August, September. So, anyways, but, I've seen people lately, they just, any little thing, they're worried about Xbox, and I don't have a problem with Xbox. Xbox has been kind of like a innovator, kind of leading into a leader in innovation somewhat into the future of gaming. Sometimes they look too far ahead, like they did going in 13, but you look over the years, we went from offline gaming, you went from cartridge to CD, and then we had these 56K modems on PS2 and Xbox somewhat. I think Sega Dreamcast had one too. Then we went to online, last gen, and it blew up big. And Sony had to adjust their service, their PSN, to be on par with Xbox Live. And now going into this gen, Xbox had to turn things around and redo their foundation for their Xbox first-party studios, so they can go in. So now they can be more on par with Sony Studios, their strength of, and they can go into their next gen, their fourth gen, in a better position. And the way I see it, we gamers are in better. We're better for it. So yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree, Chief. I had mentioned earlier that we just heard a year ago the Xbox acquired 5 studios, and then in December, or the XO19, they brought out 2 more, right? So that was 7 by the end of last year. And then this E3, they bring on Double Fine, and now they brought on an 8th studio. And from what I understand, I think they have another one, that the studio that's making, what's that, RTS? Yeah. So things are looking good. Game Pass looks great. You're getting more and more. You're getting some quality indie games going in there that look pretty good, and we're getting all the first party games day and date. And what's awesome is that they just acquired NXile and Obsidian, so now we're getting. And even though their games are going multi-plat, which because they were already that deal was already in place with other publishers. So kudos to Xbox for not trying to be dominating, trying to push, like they used to be. They used to be kind of like a bully, and they're creating great relationships with studios. They're able to bring studios on board, and so here we are. We're going to get Outer Worlds, and we're going to get Wasteland 3. I never played Wasteland 2 or 1. So Wasteland 3 is going to be like, hey, it's going to be in Game Pass. Let me try it out. And cool. Exactly, Mike. I mean, we're all gamers. We all come from different tastes. We all look at things differently. Some of us there are some of us who only want big AAA games. Some of us like just indies, and some of us I like a little bit of everything. So I don't, but I'm excited. Like I said, plus all the third party games that we get. As far as, tell me if I'm wrong, if people get too caught up about exclusives, and they feel like, well, we're not getting these first party exclusives or big AAA games. And they make it sound like they can't game on that console, and they seem to forget that there are some pretty badass third-party games that are coming out. I mean, if you like Call of Duty, what else? We got Borderlands 3 coming. We had Fallen Jedi, and there was Control from Remedy. That's coming. That's multi-plat. I don't see a problem in gaming. The only problem is just that some people just don't get everything they want when they want. But I'll tell you one thing, you're getting games now. You got games in your backlog. And just to point out a few things, people seem to all I ever see is people on Twitter, all they want to do is point out, NPDs. They want to point out, well, Xbox said this, and they didn't say that. Sony said this, and blah, blah, blah. Next gen consoles could be this and that. Let me tell you what's more important. Okay, we're going in July. We've already had some games that come out the last few months, and I shouldn't have to go back and remind you about those. So you should do it. So here we are in July. You got Dragon Quest, you got Fire Emblem coming on Switch. You got Beyond Two Souls that's going to PC. You got Kill La Kill on PS4 Switch. Don't ask me what that is. But the one big game that I see in Wolfenstein, in July, is Wolfenstein Youngblood. PC, PS4, Switch. And I believe that was coming to Xbox. That says July 26th. I don't know why it doesn't show Xbox. You're going into August. You got Shenmue 3. And correct me if I'm wrong, is that not coming? Yeah, no, Switch is badass. There are a lot of, I think Astro Chain, I've heard some good things on that. That's coming out on August 30th. You got Shenmue 3. And isn't Shenmue 3 also on the Xbox? Or is it some kind of time deal? I'm not sure. For some reason, this deal here is only showing me Switch and PC and PS4. Maybe I'm on the wrong deal that doesn't like the Xbox. And then see, that's right. And then we go into September. We got Gears 5. We got Borderlands 3. And when is Control coming out? I didn't see when that's coming out. That's coming out in October. You got Bloodstain, which I've heard people talking about recently. Supposedly Blair Witch, which was shown on E3. I don't see a problem, guys. Gaming is good. Gaming is great. No matter your choice, your preference, you will be fine. Yes, there's a lot being thrown at us. We got streaming coming into play. But it's not, we're not being forced into it. I think the beta for xCloud will be coming out soon. Hopefully I can try it. If any of you try it, let me know about it. And I think streaming, what's cool is what I saw, and it's positive, is one, if you have Ultimate Game Pass, you have Game Pass on console and PC. So what I'm hoping is that once the xCloud gaming from Xbox goes to mobile, is that if you already have Ultimate Game Pass, you'll be able to play your Game Pass games on mobile. But from what I understand too, that you can already stream your games from your library that you already have in your Xbox account. So your Xbox console will act as a server, and you can play your games on the go anywhere on your mobile phone. And I find that that's awesome, because there's certain games that I would play on mobile. I don't see myself playing Cyberpunk or Halo Infinite, stuff like that on mobile. But, you never know. It might be so hooked on it. It's like, I got to play at work or whatever. Anyways, we're all going to be fine. Don't get caught up in the TMZ. Don't worry about NPDs. Don't let the TMZ influencers on Twitter, YouTube, streamers, and so on. There's plenty of good people out there, and there's plenty of games. And I could go on and on. I've gone on over my 30 minutes. So remember, and I appreciate everybody that's been listening. Always, thumbs up are always great. A follow. Also, really appreciate if you guys go to, I know a lot of people don't have Twitch, but it's a free app. Go download it. There's a lot of cool streamers out on there. In fact, I think the quality of Twitch is better than YouTube and Mixer. But jump on Twitch. Go check out OG_NOG. We have streamers. We got Coop and Chief. If you ever want to stream for NOG, let us know. Let Mike know. We'd love to have you stream some games for us. We got Annihilator who streams PS4 games. We have Witty he used to stream games for us. We got Super Cooper in the chat. He'll stream anything. It don't matter. And of course, my co-hosts Mike Molis and Peter and myself. I've streamed a couple games. I've been working almost 24 hours a day. It seems like. So hopefully I can get on a regular schedule and do some streaming. on a regular basis. So, it's not always for us. It's not always about talking about games and the game news. We love to stream. We're gamers. We love to stream. And, we like to. Oh, okay. Witty stream Far Cry New Dawn. Okay, cool. Jay Street, what's up, brother? Appreciate you jumping in. This is just a last minute type deal for myself. Just kind of tell people, calm down. Who the fuck cares? Just game. We will be fine. I hope you're fine, Jay. Jay, you're always positive. I love your tweets. You're a glass half full guy like myself, and I appreciate you. Siberia, brother, Chief, Coop, Mike, appreciate you guys again. Happy birthday to Dirty J. He will be clean on Sundays. Quick shout out to our Iron Lord brother, Lord King. It is his birthday today too. Shout out to Lord King. Happy birthday, brother. Again, appreciate you guys. And hey, we are gamers. We are OG next level gaming. And WDFC, just game, folks. I'm out. Thank you.